Alright, so before we go ahead and begin this training, let me be crystal clear about something. The only thing you will get out of this video is the knowledge you need in order to start a successful Type B channel. That's it. I'm not going to sit here and make you laugh. This isn't going to be an entertaining video whatsoever, and this isn't going to be some fancy, flashy, brain rot video. And if that's what you're looking for, then please, by all means, go watch Mr. Beast or some shit. But if you're actually serious about growing a Type B channel, then please get a pen and paper out and pay close attention, because what I'm about to show you has taken me from making absolutely zero money from my music to making over $250,000 in pure profit from posting type beats on YouTube, and I managed to do this all before I graduated high school. Now, believe it or not, right now you are extremely lucky because you get to watch this video, which is structured in a way to get you the most information in a beginner-friendly step-by-step format, while also doing so in the shortest amount of time possible. Whereas when I was first starting out, every producer was just telling me the same bullshit over and over again. Like, oh, just be consistent, make good beats, find a niche. Like, let's be honest, I think I can speak for everyone when I say that we're done listening to the same basic advice that producers have been trying to tell us for years now. That's why I've put together this training for you today, so that I can put an end to the gatekeeping once and for all. And by the end of this training, you will know how to start, grow, and scale your type beat business into a money-making machine. Now, don't just take my word for it. I myself have grown countless type beat channels and have amassed well over 100,000 subscribers across all of my channels, one of them being at over 55,000 subscribers and over 30 million views. Now, I have so many viral type beat videos that it genuinely took me a couple hours just to count them all up for you today. So throughout my career, I've uploaded 1,156 type beat videos. I've had 4 videos to get over 1 million views, 16 to get over 500,000 views, 67 to get over 100,000 views, and 400 plus hit over 10,000 views. If you do the math, that means I've averaged over 28,000 views per video. This type of consistency is pretty much unheard of. And this type of consistency is what allowed me to go from being a freshman in high school with literally $0 to my name to becoming financially free, waking up whenever I want, making a living doing what I love, and most importantly, taking care of the people that I love most. But just to show you that I'm not full of shit and that I can do it for other people, including yourself, here's one of my students, Vinaya. See, Vinaya came to me when his type B channel was in the gutter, okay? Vinaya was extremely frustrated because his views were going down more and more every single day, and that's when he came to me for guidance, and within 30 days, we scaled his views up by 400%. We also started another channel a month later, and within 30 days, the views are skyrocketing. As you can see, there's a huge jump in views, and we're looking very, very good for this channel. We're currently in the process of launching like 6 more channels for him, and he's now doing $10,000 a month with his beat selling business with, mind you, like 95% profit margins. Now, here's another one of my students' QSS beats, and you see QSS was a lot like yourself. He tried everything that all the other producers would tell him, but that advice only got him so far. Eventually, after a whole year of trying to grow his type B channel, he got to 1,000 subscribers, which is, not bad, right? But in July 2024, QSS decided to hit me up for guidance, and within 6 months of QSS applying my strategies, he went from 1,000 subscribers to 20,000 subscribers and started making a full-time living off his beats. Another one of my students, Jayco, got monetized within 3 months of applying my strategies and hit 9,000 subscribers in his first year on YouTube. We took another producer, Julio, from 0 to 20,000 subscribers within a year. To be honest, I've helped so many producers go so viral to the point that this list could go on for an hour, so let's just stop it here. Now that you know I'm not just talking out of my ass, let's talk about who this training is for. So if you're a music producer who knows their beats are good but really struggle when it comes to actually marketing them, then you can keep watching. If you're somebody who has already tried growing a type B channel but couldn't stop it from falling off, and you want to learn how to revive your type B channel and ensure that you get consistent results, then you can keep watching. If you're somebody who already has a type B channel and is seeing decent results, right, but want to learn how to take it to the next level and 5 to 10x your income, then you can keep watching. If you are willing to take the time to build an evergreen type B channel that will pay you dividends for the rest of time, and look, a lot of people say yes, they are committed to building a type B channel, but very few are willing to do what it takes. However, if you're not afraid of learning a new skill and putting in the work, then you can keep watching. Now let's talk about what you're going to learn inside this training. So first, we're going to cover, why type beats. I'll be showing you why type beat marketing is so important and how you can make it fun. Because let's be honest, the whole type beat grind can get a bit repetitive at times, and honestly it can just suck the creativity out of you. You know, I'll be the first person to admit that. But that's why in this training, I'm not only going to be showing you how to get incredible results with your type beat business, but how you can also do so in a way that allows you to make the music that you love and not have to suppress your creativity. Because let's face it, making money off your music is great, but if you can't make the music that you actually love making, then it just kind of takes the fun out of music, and that's what we want to avoid. So moving on, then we're going to talk about the fundamentals and just kind of understanding the core fundamentals of growing a type beat channel. And then we're going to dive into content principles, which is all about just simplifying your type beat strategy into 3 basic components that are really step-by-step, easy to follow, and it should be a breeze. Then we're going to dive into the channel optimization. So, you know, just kind of how to properly optimize your type beat channel to maximize growth and profit, because at the end of the day, all we care about is profit. Then I'm going to show you how to escape zero view jail, which a lot of you are probably experiencing right now. I'm going to show you how to avoid getting shadow banned and start seeing actual growth. Then I'm going to dive into niche selection. I'll be giving you a timeless blueprint for finding, choosing, and dominating the most profitable niches. Then we're going to talk about market research, which is just a complete guide for understanding your market, making it easy for you to dominate. Then I'll be going over the viral type beat structure and explaining the proven formula to creating viral type beat videos. And then I'll be showing you guys how to maximize profit using one simple flywheel funnel, which by the way, I use this funnel to make one of my type beat videos over $10,000 in profit. And I actually did this for multiple of my type beat videos. Again, not only do I show you how to grow your type beat channel, but I also teach you how to maximize your profit. Then last but not least, arguably the most important part of this training, I'll be showing you the blueprint to inevitably convert viewers into loyal customers. By the end of this video, you'll not only learn how to start a type beat channel, but you'll also learn how to monetize your beats on autopilot. So without further ado, let's dive into the sauce. So why type beats? Look, I get it. As music producers, we want to be creative. We make music simply for our love for music, right? And let's be honest, I think we all know that the type beat space can be pretty repetitive. But let me show you why type beat marketing is such a crucial aspect to your business and how you can achieve success in the type beat space without sacrificing your creativity. If you look at any other business on this planet, they all need one thing in order to be able to sell their product. And that one thing is traffic. You see, music producers are always saying, well, I don't want to do the whole type beat thing because I don't really want to box myself in by calling my beat a Drake type beat. But it's like, if people can't find your music, then how do you expect to ever get heard in the first place? Type beats is literally just a way for us producers to be able to market our beats. That's it, plain and simple. You aren't boxing yourself in by growing your brand and making a living off your music. You're just thinking smarter than the rest. Also, if we stop and take a look at how this whole type beat thing actually works, you're getting paid by YouTube to advertise your beats, right? You post a beat, and then not only do you get placement opportunities from that, but you get ad revenue. So every single beat that you drop, you get paid to then promote your product, right? Because then every single beat that you drop gets sales. Now, someone please tell me what other business model allows you to get paid to promote your music. Essentially, what this means is you have a negative customer acquisition cost. And to put this in caveman terms, you're getting paid to make money. The best part is that right now, it's easier than ever to blow up. The game is no longer luck-based. All you need to do is watch this video until the end, take notes, and you'll be set. With that being said, let's move on to the fundamentals of growing a type beat channel. So let's start with thumbnails. The right thumbnail is what can take your type beat video from getting 0 views to completely blowing up. Why? Because think about it. If nobody wants to click on your video, then how are you supposed to get views? We measure a thumbnail's performance with a metric called click-through rate. Let's say your type beat video got shown to 100 people. If 10 out of the 100 people actually decide to click on your video, then that would give your video a 10% click-through rate. A free platform that you can design your thumbnails on is Canva. I use it myself and have used it for years, and it's completely free. They do offer a paid version, but the free one works just fine, and that's the one I've been using. Now that you have a basic understanding of thumbnails and why they're important, let's move on to watch time. See, when YouTube is deciding whether or not they should push out your video, they take a look at 3 different watch time metrics. These 3 watch time metrics are retention, average view duration, and session watch time. So let's start with average view duration. This is a simple one to understand since it's just the amount of time on average people watch your type beat video. If you can get 1 minute 30 seconds though or higher, then your video is guaranteed to blow up, assuming you have a thumbnail that gets people to click. Get this right and your channel will explode. Here's an example of a good average view duration. See, 1 minute 51 seconds, this is perfect. It's really hard to get this good of an average view duration. Now here's an example of a bad average view duration, 34 seconds seconds, not the best. Like I said, you want to be shooting for at least a minute or higher. Now, your retention on a type B video is super important since this tells YouTube where viewers are clicking off your video, or if they make it to the end. Between me and you though, YouTube is mainly looking to see if people are staying for at least 30 seconds. If so, then your video will perform highly even if the other metrics aren't very good. This here is an example of good retention. As you can see, 97%, and look at the graph, like it's really straight. Now here's an example of bad retention, right? 46% of the viewers are still watching at around the 30-second mark. That means we lost more than half the viewership within 30 seconds. Now in the next section of this video, content principles, I'm going to talk about session time and why it's important. So without further ado, let's dive into some more gems. So posting type beats can be simplified down to 3 things, and these are literally the only things you need to focus on. These 3 things are O and B: optimize content, niche down, and broaden niche. You want to make your content optimized for the algorithm. As cliche as it sounds, YouTube is just a game for the world's attention. The person who optimizes their content for watch time, click-through rate, and engagement will always win that game. Look, you're not Kylie Jenner, you're not Sophie Rain, right? No one gives a shit about you or what you're doing. I hate to say it, but people only care about what they can benefit from you. And if you think about it, the only reason why you're watching this video is because you can benefit from the value that I'm providing. So make your type B videos the highest quality possible, and I will dive deeper into how you can actually optimize your videos to blow up in the viral type B structure part of this video. But for now, let's talk about the second principle for creating type B videos that blow up, which is niching it down. You need to niche down. Now look, I know every producer tells you, oh, you need to find a niche, blah, blah, blah. But here's the problem with that. They never actually tell you why you need to niche down. The reason why you want to niche down is because of 2 things: session time and your subscribers. Let me first break down why session time is important for when you niche down. So unlike other YouTube metrics, you can't actually see your session time. Session time is a metric YouTube uses to determine how long a viewer watched your content for. For example, maybe you got someone to click and watch your beat for a minute, which is great. However, if you manage to get someone to binge watch your beats and watch 10 beats from you in a row, assuming they watch each type beat video for a minute, that gives you 10 minutes of session watch time. The best way to get someone to binge watch your beats is by focusing on your ideal viewer. You see, the reason why YouTube is so powerful is because it allows your ideal viewers to find you. If you think about it, the only reason why you're watching this video right now is because you want to learn how to grow a type B channel, and I'm providing you with the information on how to do it, meaning the algorithm knew exactly who to show this video to. So the proof is in the pudding, right? So if you make Kanye West type beats, for example, your videos will be shown to viewers who like Kanye West type beats. So the way to win the algorithm is by taking advantage of this to boost your session time. Think about it, if you posted a Kanye West type beat and someone clicked the video and really enjoyed it, they're more likely to click on another Kanye West type beat from you rather than a future type beat, for example. This is what YouTube loves. This is why I preach sticking to one keyword, because it absolutely cooks when optimizing for session time, as it creates a binge experience for the viewer. So now that you understand why niching down plays a big role for optimizing session time, let's talk about your subscribers. Whenever you upload a video on YouTube, there is one thing that the algorithm looks for in order to know if they should push your video out to the masses. That one thing is your subscribers. If your subscribers don't even click on your newest video, then YouTube will not push it out to other people. Think about it, if your own fans don't even care about your own content, why would anyone else? That's why niching down is so important, because if you constantly give your subscribers what they subscribe for, your growth will be exponential. And this has been proven time and time again. Eventually you will want to expand in your niche, and this, guys, is how you will ensure that your channel will always keep growing. Let's say you chose the R&B niche. Inside the R&B niche, there are many great keywords such as Tory Lanez, Summer Walker, etc, right? Meaning if you were to post every day on Summer Walker type beat, you would be able to start broadening your niche by doing Summer Walker x Jhené Aiko type beat, for example, right? So look, what we just talked about were 3 content principles that you must know when growing a type B channel. Now that you understand this, let's talk about how to properly optimize your type B channel. Now, please pay close attention to this next section of the training. Optimizing your channel is what will make or break your chances of successfully growing your type B channel, and there are 3 easy steps to correctly optimizing your page. Number 1 is optimizing channel tags, which basically is just your tags for the channel so that YouTube knows kind of what your channel is about. To do this, you just want to go into your YouTube studio, then dive into your settings, and you should see a channel section, and this is where you'll see a big box where you can put some keywords in, and this is where you can use the example template I've given you above to make sure that your channel tags are optimized correctly, right? you can just use this as a rough template. It's not perfect, but it should get you started. Now, step 2 is optimizing your upload defaults, which is basically what you see right here. All you want to do is just go to the upload defaults tab in your settings. And here you can make sure that you have your metadata laid out perfectly. And let me tell you, this is a huge time saver. I put my description how I want it and my title already pre-made. That way, when I go to upload a beat, all the information is already there for me. That way I don't have to copy and paste my description and tags template every single time, because let's be honest, that can be super annoying. Like I said, it's just a huge time saver and I thought it's worth mentioning. So step 3, you want to add your keywords in your bio, and that will essentially just look something like this. You see we have the keywords all down here at the bottom of your bio. Make sure to have the same keywords that you put in your channel tags in your channel bio, as it just adds some consistency and lets YouTube know what niche it is you're targeting. And you can find this at the customization tab in your YouTube studio. This just solidifies your SEO and lets YouTube recommend you to your ideal audience a lot faster, which actually helps you get out of zero view jail quicker, which is actually the next topic of this training. So now that your channel is optimized for success, let's talk about how to get out of zero view jail once and for all. So, escaping zero view jail. To be honest, there are so many ways to escape zero view jail, but these are some of my favorite methods. They're methods like joining free producer discords, which is an easy way to get feedback and support and will allow you to get at least a few dozen or even 100 views per video consistently. Then we have the best time to post, which the longer your channel has been up and the more views and beats you have on your channel, the more data you have available to determine what the best time to post is. But don't worry, I'm going to dive in depth on all of these topics in just a second. I'm just giving a rough idea of what we're going to be talking about. So then we have utilizing end screens, which this is a complete game changer and will boost your session watch time like crazy. But first, let's dive into joining free producer discords. Now look guys, your network is your net worth, and there are a lot of producer discords out there and a lot of them are even free. This is a great way to get connected with other Type B producers and support each other through the slow days. And this is actually what I did when I was first starting out, and I ended up making like 20 solid Type B producer friends, and we all went up together. We all would support each other and watch each other's Type B videos. We'd like, comment, and honestly just show love to each other. If you don't know where to find a community like this, I have one and it's completely free. I'll leave it in the description for you. But moving on to the best time to post. The best time to post is always going to be when your subscribers are the most active, and preferably like 40 minutes before your peak subscriber activity. This allows your subscribers to give that new video initial traction and kind of like slingshotting it into the algorithm, if that makes sense. You can find this data by going to the audience tab in your YouTube analytics, and it should look something like this. So if I was to look at this graph, I'd be able to see that, okay, clearly like 11 or 10 a.m. is the best time for me to post. Now, utilizing end screens. End screens are easily the most important growth hacker out there, and the way to utilize them in the best way is by promoting a playlist at the end of all your Type B videos. And let me quickly show you how to do this properly. So all you have to do is go onto your YouTube and click create in the top right corner, and we're going to create a new playlist. So what you're going to want to do is call this playlist, let's say your name is Aqua, right? You're going to put Aqua's hardest beats, right, or something like this. And then you're just gonna get, 10 of your hardest beats. All right, let's just get, a good amount of beats here. Then we're just gonna hit done. Let's hit create. And then on all your videos, you're gonna wanna go to the editor section right in the left side. And then once you're here, you're gonna see end screen. So we're just gonna hit the plus button. We're gonna put playlist. So we're gonna choose the playlist that we just created. We're gonna size it up as big as we can and center it just like this. And then we're going to drag this to the end. That way the end screen only pops up at the last 5 seconds of the video. So then let's just hit save, and then we're good. End screens allow you to increase your session watch time like crazy, making your channel explode since your views compound the more videos you post. This game is all about volume, so please capitalize. Now let's talk about niche selection. So when searching for niches, you first want to think about what beats you enjoy making the most. The reason I say this is because let's say Drake type beat is a really good keyword for views, but if you hate making Drake type beats, then it's just going to be a drag. So think about what beats you naturally enjoy making the most and then go from there. An easy way to see what people are searching is by using YouTube itself. If you actually type in the search bar type beat, you will see many of the most popular search terms currently. Another great way is by utilizing Google Trends, and let's say you wanted to start doing J. Cole type beats, for example, you can type that into Google Trends and apply the filter settings in the image below, and this will show you if people are searching for the keyword more or if the keyword is dying. So as you can see, I have the settings on worldwide, past 5 years, and then of course on YouTube search. Now let's talk about when to start in a niche, and it really all comes down to 3 things. Number 1 is preparation. Have you prepared for the niche? Are you good at making beats for the niche? Do you understand what thumbnails, visualizers work well for the niche? This is all market research, and we will go in depth on market research after we're done talking about niche selection. Then expertise. Are your beats as good, if not better, than your competition in the niche that you want to target? Make sure to master the sound before trying to get into a niche. And last but not least, we have commitment. Are you ready to commit to this niche for at least 3 months? If you're not, then don't bother. You have to be ready to commit to a niche consistently, assuming it would get 0 views. That's why passion matters. The start will be slow, but if you love making the beats, then it will make the journey fun leading up to your channel blowing up. So now that you have a basic understanding of niche selection, let's dive deep into market research. Market research is one of the most important factors when it comes to growing a successful type B channel. When it comes to market research, all it comes down to is understanding your competition and ideal viewer. Let's say you want to start posting little baby type beats, for example. Here are some things you should do to research the market in the most effective way. First, you want to take a look at the producers who are ranking at the top. Study the way they arrange their beats, the way their mix is, etc. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Okay, remember, good artists copy, great artists steal. Copy the way the people at the top of your niche are making beats. Then once you have the sound on lock, start adding your own sound to it, allowing you to easily take over the niche. The reason why I tell you to copy the people at the top when you're first starting out is because the way they are making their beats is working for a reason. You should also be thinking about your ideal viewer. You have to put yourself in your ideal viewer's shoes. Think to yourself, what would my ideal viewer click on? For example, when I was posting Pooh Shiesty type beats on one of my channels, I studied Pooh Shiesty's brand. I noticed his music talked about gun violence and he wore ski masks all the time. So after doing my research on the artist, I started posting Pooh Shiesty type beats on YouTube with the thumbnails of guys with guns and a ski mask. Why? Because people who want a Pooh Shiesty type beat are more likely to click on a thumbnail with a guy holding a gun and wearing a ski mask than a regular picture of Pooh Shiesty. This allowed me to dominate the niche and get millions of views. So now that you know the basics of market research, let's dive into the viral type beat structure. And mind you, this structure is what I use to get tens of millions of views on my type beat videos. So without further ado, let's dive in. So creating a viral type beat video is a 2-step equation, and it's so simple that it might just piss you off. An engaging intro plus simplicity plus an optimized thumbnail equals a viral type beat video. Is it easier said than done? 100%. Is it really that simple? 100%. So for an engaging intro, don't underestimate this. You pique the viewer's interest with your intro. There are many ways that you can create engaging intros, and here are a couple of my favorite methods. Method 1 is movie scene intros. Using movie scene intros is a great way to engage your viewers before your beats start. You do have to be careful though, because some movies are more strict than others and you could get copyright claimed. However, copyright claims don't actually have any direct effect on your channel's health, and if you use a movie scene as your intro, make sure to only use the audio and not the video itself. I myself use a scene from Menace to Society as my intro for my biggest type B video, and this type B video got over 2 million views, and as a result, it netted me nearly $10,000. Method 2 is motivational speeches. So using parts of motivational speeches is also a great way to engage your viewers before your beats start. One of my students, QSS Beats, who I mentioned earlier at the start of this video, he managed to get several viral type B videos using this method. As you can see, he's done extremely well. All you have to do is search on YouTube for motivational speeches with no music, and you will find a ton like that. As you can see, it should look something like this. Now that you understand the basics of creating an engaging intro, let's talk about simplicity. So, believe it or not, you don't need the most complex beats to win on YouTube. You see, there's a big difference between beats that are good for YouTube and beats that are good for placements. YouTube beats are simple but hard and easy for an artist to catch a flow to or spark an idea. Placement beats, however, usually have no more than an 8-bar intro and have more complex sounds and layering. It's not about having the best beats though. Matter of fact, my most viewed type B video on YouTube had only 4 sounds in it. And believe it or not, I nearly scrapped the beat because I thought it was too simple. That's why right now, building a type B channel is the best way to make money as a music producer, because you don't need to be Metro Boomin. All you need is the knowledge to get started, which you'll already have by the time you're done watching this video. So now let's talk about the Flywheel funnel. There was a point in time that my biggest type B channel was dying. It was here that I had to figure out a way to not only bring more traffic, but maximize profit. I looked at my own analytics and saw that one of my videos had a CPM of $3.07, which was higher than normal. This meant that for every 1,000 views that the video got, I made $3.07. I also saw that the beat was selling more than usual. This made me decide to funnel all of my traffic to that one video, since that would make me more AdSense revenue and sales. I started linking all my existing videos, which was 400 plus at the time, to this one typey video. I did this for 4 months straight until it got solidified in the algorithm and eventually made 10K in pure profit. The video is more than 3 years old, has 1.7 million views, made 5K plus in YouTube ad revenue alone, and still gets views to this day. I ended up doing this for another beat for 6 months, and it also ended up making 10K in profit. And by the way, this video is also 3 years old and still gets nearly 1,000 views a day. You see, it's these kind of strategies that determine whether you build a sustainable typey business or not. This is just one of the dozen strategies I have in the vault that I use on all of my channels that I blow up, including my clients' channels. So let's now move into the most important part of this training, which is how to properly monetize your audience. When it comes to monetizing your beats, there's one component that matters more than any strategy that I can give you. Without this one component, any monetization strategy you try will not work. And the component is quality. If the quality of your beats is actually good, nothing else matters. I promise you that it's a lot easier to sell your type beats if the quality is actually good. Now remember, you don't need to be the next Metro Boomin, but you do need to have a good mix and use good sound selection. And I know that's not what you wanted to hear, but stay with me, because if you can understand what I'm about to explain to you, then this will almost instantaneously make you exponentially more money from type B videos. As you probably know, consumers buy off of perceived value. Meaning for someone to buy something, they must believe that the product they are going to buy is more valuable than the investment to receive that product. So to circle back to creating a viral type beat video, all you're doing is piquing their interest in an attempt for them to believe that your type beat is going to be more valuable than the investment to their attention and time. So if your beat's just horrible off the rip, then they will immediately click off your video, killing your session time and leading to no sales. Alright, so we have the quality down, we have the viewer's attention. How can we make sales? Well, all we need to do is convert our attention into leads. We can do this by providing our beats for free in exchange for their email or phone number. This may seem counterintuitive, but stay with me because this strategy made me over 250K before I graduated high school. So once we have converted our attention into leads, we can then build relationships with these leads on autopilot and later offer paid beat packs, services, and sell our beat licenses once they know, like, and trust us. To put this in caveman terms, giving out good free stuff equals curiosity towards your paid shit. Also, on top of this strategy, you will be making sales regardless due to your amount of traffic, so don't worry. All this does is build a sustainable type beat business that pays you dividends month after month. And all the strategies I've gone over in this video so far are what all my clients use to get tens of thousands of subscribers and make a full-time living off their beats in a matter of months. So the question becomes, how can you get results like this? Results like all my clients that I've shown you in this video. You could take the information I've given you today and try to figure everything else out by yourself. It's definitely a viable option, and if you feel it's best suited for you, then please go ahead. Because don't get me wrong, this is really all you need. I wanted this video to give everyone a chance to get access to good information that will undoubtedly get them results. And if you implement everything I gave you within this video and actually put in the effort, you will get results. However, the information I gave you in this video is only the tip of the iceberg. In this free training, you learn the fundamentals to growing a type B channel, which is great. And that's why I made this information free, because I believe that everybody should have access to the basic fundamentals to get started with this business model. But let's face it, if you made it to this point of the video, you don't want to just know the basics of the game. You want to know how to be able to start a type B channel in any niche, no matter the competition, and absolutely crush it. You want to know how to find the most profitable niches before anybody else does, allowing you to cement yourself in and outrank your competition. You want to know how to consistently get type B videos to blow up left and right without having to rely on luck. And most importantly, you want to know how to turn listeners into buyers on autopilot, building you a sustainable type B business. All of these things that I just mentioned require the right systems and strategies in order to achieve these results. And these systems and strategies are exactly what I teach and implement for my students inside of my coaching program, Type B Accelerator. I will coach you one-on-one to make sure that you get results, just like I've done for all of my clients. As far as getting you traffic goes, I'll teach you everything about thumbnail formats and how you can utilize them to take over any niche. You'll learn how to get a high click-through rate on your thumbnails every single time. You'll learn how to get your retention high every time, allowing your videos to get picked up by the algorithm. You'll understand the type B algorithm on a fundamental level, allowing you to manipulate it into your favor. You'll learn everything about watch time and how to get high metrics every single time. You'll learn how to protect your beats from getting stolen and content ID people who have stolen your beats, creating another passive income stream for yourself. You'll learn how to properly dial in your video tags for any niche, allowing you to rank on any keyword you want. And of course, you'll learn how to properly dial in your metadata, like your descriptions, titles, tags, all that. As far as getting you sales goes, I'll build your entire email backend, allowing you to monetize on autopilot. You'll get access to 20 plus hours of structured content that covers everything A to Z in the typebeat space on top of my one-on-one coaching. You'll also be able to message me anytime to ask questions and have me take a look at anything that could be optimized better. And with my coaching, you will not only learn how to start a typebeat channel properly, but you'll learn how to scale it and turn it into an autopilot business just like I did. For example, in 2024, I outsourced the daily tasks needed to run my typebeat channel and built a team that would do them for me, which allowed me to take home over $21,000 profit in 2024 just off the YouTube ad revenue alone, without me having to lift a finger. This allowed me to build more channels and scale my typebeat business to new heights and make more money in the process. Like I said, what you learned in this video was very valuable, but it was just a tip of the iceberg when comparing it to what's inside Typebeat Accelerator. Because not only do you get the knowledge needed to turn this into a full-time job, you get access to a community of producers who already have tens of thousands of subscribers on their Typebeat channels. And look, we've all heard the saying, your network is your net worth. You'll be able to ask questions inside the program and get 24/7 support from people who have already faced the problems you're currently facing. Now look, the reason my clients have gotten the results that they've gotten is because they recognize that in order to get to where they want to be, they must first learn from someone who has already achieved the results that they want to achieve. And the reason they got tens of thousands of subscribers within months of getting my coaching is because they were able to get access to my entire playbook and ask me questions face to face. That way they could not only learn as quickly as possible, but learn the right information as quickly as possible. So you could either keep listening to the same basic advice that all these other producers try telling you and waste months if not years of your time trying to figure everything out on your own, or you could streamline the process of you going from zero to an extremely profitable typebeat business in a matter of months. So if you're ready to start, build, and scale your typebeat business and create an asset that will compound and pay you dividends month after month, then click the link in the description below to apply. With that being said, keep grinding, and I'm wishing you the best.